Water is the essence of life. Our planet, all people, plants, and animals are made of, depend on, and are surrounded by water. Forged by the power of glaciers and their melting waters, Eastham is constantly massaged and reshaped by the ebb and flow of the ocean's tides. Our community is born from and thrives upon water for its health, vitality, and economic prosperity. With an underground aquifer that provides all of our drinking water, we are literally and figuratively supported and sustained by the precious treasure lying beneath us. The fishing, fowling, farming, and navigating that have attracted people to our shores for centuries continue to provide the cultural and economic foundation of our community, along with a rich tourism and housing market that is largely dependent upon the purity of our environment. Clean, abundant water is at the heart of who we are and of who our children will become.
The Board of Selectmen recognize that every citizen of the town of Eastham has the right to a clean and safe water supply. Therefore, we propose the development of a municipal water system for our town. This will provide for immediate and long-term public health, improve fire safety, and protect property values, ensuring the continued vitality of the town and its citizens, now and for future generations.
The Board of Selectmen have a vision for this town that includes many of the best things in life, including health, happiness, economic vitality for everyone. As a community, together we can create and sustain this vision with wise, informed choices. The Board of Selectmen feel that providing a steady public water supply, ensuring clean, safe water, is a crucial part of achieving the future that we want. Not just for today, but for tomorrow. Not just for us, but for our children. Do you? What does your vision for your life include? Health, wealth, fun, friends, family, faith, peace of mind? Could you have any of these things without the promise of clean water? Maybe some, but not all. Not for sure. Are you willing to sacrifice your vision by continuing to rely on private well water, the purity of which is now compromised by the effects of intense development of the last 50 or more years? Our underground aquifer is a mound of water sloping gradually from its highest point in the center of North Eastham out in all directions, and it holds all the clean water we will need for the future. But the private wells drawing from it are mostly in densely developed areas of town where water quality has been adversely impacted. We all have our ideal vision of the future, and of course, we all want to ensure clean water for ourselves and our children. But why a town water system, and why now? We need a water system to protect and ensure the continued health of everyone in our town. Locating private wells on the same lots with septic systems is no longer working. Even before we had experienced the intense development of the last several decades, the town seriously considered installing a town water system. In its letter to the town, written in 1971, the Water Study Committee made several points, all of which remain relative and ever more pressing today, 42 years later. The thrust of the statements made in that letter was that a public water system would resolve problems with private wells, improve fire protection, eliminate private well maintenance costs, and increase property values. The red parcels shown are non-compliant. This map shows wells that have nitrate levels above 2 parts per million. Nitrate levels above 2 parts per million indicate that drinking water is being affected by wastewater and potentially many other contaminants. Knowing that, if I handed you a glass of water and you knew it had elevated nitrate levels in it, would you drink it? Would you serve it to your loved ones? In many of Eastham's homes, that is not a hypothetical question. It is a daily dilemma. 1,4-dioxane, listed by the EPA as a probable carcinogen, and arsenic, a known carcinogen, have also been found in wells near the Capitol landfill. This water is traveling southeast only 2 lots away from the elementary school. People in this area are being given. In 2011, the Silent Spring Institute conducted a study of private water wells on Cape Cod entitled Emerging Contaminants in Cape Cod Private Drinking Water Wells, 2011, and detected 27 emerging contaminants that are, in their words, demonstrate the widespread impact of wastewater, primarily from septic systems, on Cape Cod groundwater and drinking water quality. Emerging contaminants found included pharmaceuticals, cleaning solutions, flame retardants, metals, insect repellents, and personal care products. Was this part of your vision when you moved to Eastham? Is it part of your vision now? Most recently, near the landfill, tests have shown contaminants in the drinking water. And even if you are confident that none of these contaminants are in your water, this scenario has potential for all of us. Groundwater knows no bounds. And as stewards of our sole source aquifer, we have a shared responsibility for taking care of it and each other. If this was not your vision for our town, then now is the time for change, and together we can make it happen. We all have contributed to the problem. We all share the responsibility to fix it. Together, as a community, we need to develop a long-term solution which can make a lasting positive impact on this place we call home and on those who come after us. The main difference between this town and others on the Cape is that every other town has addressed them by building a municipal water system and, in some instances, sewering its wastewater. In fact, the vast majority of Massachusetts towns have a town water supply. Sustaining a healthy economy is another reason why Eastham needs water now. Our town survives and thrives on income generated by tourism industry. Visitors come here for the promise of a beautiful natural environment, including sandy beaches, fresh air, and clean water to drink, bathe, and swim in. Many of these same visitors fall in love with Eastham and make it their permanent home. Some people are concerned about the cost of town water. Yes, a municipal water system will cost you money. A total of $114 million, or about $600 a year for the average homeowner until it's paid off in 29 years. That's equal to about $50 a month or a cup of coffee a day. But what is the cost of doing nothing? How will declining water quality impact the value of your home on the real estate market? How will it affect the value of the inheritance you will leave behind for your children? A third reason to install a water supply system is to enhance fire protection. Right now, without a public water supply system, Eastham has no fire hydrants. That means that to fight a fire in this town, we need tanker trucks to fill up and refill at Great Pond or another water body, a time-consuming exercise in a situation when there is no time to waste. After only minutes, a tanker's water is gone and needs to be refilled. If Eastham were to have a municipal water system and hydrants every 500 feet, this issue would be resolved. There are many compelling arguments for implementing a town water system in Eastham. The water quality data supports it, protecting the public health demands it, a sustainable, healthy economy relies on it, and adequate fire protection cannot take place without it. We make choices today that create our future tomorrow. And the choices we make, no matter how seemingly small, affect our lives and the lives of everyone around us in profound ways. A quick smile, a minute of conversation, a shared laugh, can change someone's life forever in an instant. Sharing personal triumph or a personal challenge, expressing the love we have for our family and especially our children. These are the things that, in the end, bind us to each other in our shared humanity. Water, the essence of life, is vital for everything that we hold important. Our community, our economy, our health. This is one of the most important opportunities we will ever face together as a community. We can have it. Our children deserve it. The time is now.